This question is from New York State Testing Sampler number 2, computer-based testing for 8th grade. It is question number 5, linear equations and slope. So here we have a relationship between temperature in Fahrenheit and temperature in Celsius. Anyone who has ever skied up in Canada knows they go by Celsius up there, so they have to do that little temperature conversion in your head. So it's important to remember the definition of slope for this. This is pretty fun. So you see your x right here, and you see your y right here. I'll do that in blue. So our degrees Celsius is our x, and our degrees Fahrenheit is our y. Remember, slope is rise over run, so we'll make this a little bigger, and we'll mark this rise over run. Let's find the next spot where it crosses totally perfectly, and it looks to me like it's way up here. So we would have a rise of 1, let's see, looks like we go from 32 to 40, and then we're going to have a run from 0 to 4.5. So let's go ahead and write rise over run, but let's be particular. Let's say our rise is change in Fahrenheit, and our run is change in Celsius. Right? So I'm going to say change in degrees Fahrenheit and change in degrees Celsius. And we know that our rise is, we said it was 8. We go up by 4, but it's really a change in 8. And our run is over by 4.5 because they're counting by halves. So 8 over 4.5. And if we wanted to, we could just do that division and find out what is our change. It's approximately 1.77. So approximately 1.77 would be our change in Fahrenheit for every 1 degree change in Celsius. Okay, so I'm just going to say, oh, we change 1.77 for every Fahrenheit for every 1 degree change Celsius. Let's correctly spell that. Okay, so if we go out a little bit, let's see which one makes sense. So for the change in degrees Fahrenheit for every change of 1 degree Celsius, I'm thinking letter A. But let's look and see the change in degrees Celsius for every 1 degree Fahrenheit. No, it's 1 degree Celsius on the bottom. That's the important thing. For every 0 degrees Celsius, no, we have 1 degree Celsius. It cannot be C. For every 0 degrees Fahrenheit, it cannot be D. So it is the change in degrees Fahrenheit for every change of 1 degree Celsius. That's just the definition of slope. We didn't even have to find that answer, but we do need to recognize that it's vertical and then horizontal, or rise and then run. So our change is choice A.